Welcome back to another episode of Talk Vibe Hustle, the podcast where we dive deep into the mind, the passions, and the hustles of the city. Today, I'm going to be real honest with y'all. Y'all in for a very special guest. We are at a location that my family calls near and dear for breakfast. This establishment, the folks that cook, serve, and work here and make it a memorable experience every time are literally second to none. I believe personally that this restaurant is a true staple of the Birmingham city, and I think if you call yourself a resident and you haven't been here, I don't think you should hold the title as resident. But we are on location at your mama's kitchen, and we are here with Crystal today. Crystal, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm really glad you're here. Like I said earlier, this restaurant means a lot to me and my family. Like I said, I got a 5-year-old that's picky about everything she eat, and every time we come here, it's never a fuss, it's never a fight. And you guys have always created an environment where we feel welcome to always be here. So I just want to really take the time to stop and thank you for that.
Oh yeah, thanks. We just try to make it be where you feel like you're at a midday getaway or like at an extension of my mom's house.
It definitely feels that. So I want to take the time. I know a little bit about the restaurant, but I want to give our viewers an insight on the story of how you guys got here. When did it happen for you all? And essentially like your origin story.
Okay. To be honest, it's like it all started when my mom, when we were growing up, like she made us to be sous chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like made us like, no, you're going to cut this up and you're going to cut this. You want to eat? I said, but she gave us, I guess you could say, survival skills. You know what I'm saying? Like the skills that anybody needs, no matter if you're a male or a female.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to date somebody to eat.
Oh, hey, and depend on your next meal to come from somebody. And if you mad at me today, I might not eat.
No, I don't eat mad food. If you're mad at me, I don't want your food. I don't care if it's my mom.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Because he's going into the food. The feeling is in.
Yeah, I don't want it.
That makes sense. Was this your dream or was this Miss Denise's dream? Is your mother correct?
Yeah, my mom is Miss Denise. Yeah, it was her dream, but now I'm dreaming inside her dream.
Oh.
You understand? Our old space was enough for her.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? But it was like, Mom, we can really take this to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And the city partnered with us, and it helped her be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, the city gave us a $1.3 million grant because this is their space.
Yeah.
But it was nothing but rocks in here.
Wow.
Like this space had been vacant since 1997 when they rebuilt the deck.
My goodness.
So everything that you see is the floor was brand new. We like poured the floor because there was rocks in here. Literally had to put gas line, water line, power.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, and
you would never know that.
Yeah, that was the plan. I mean, make it because a lot of people were like, how long have y'all been doing this? How did you get to this space to this space? It's like time. Took us about a year and about 14 months to build it out.
Wow.
Because you had to go through everything. You know, every phase has like you have to get inspected on every single phase.
Yeah.
So like before the floor gets poured, you know what I'm saying? It has to get inspected because all of the water lines, the gas lines, the drains, all that stuff had to get inspected first.
So in that process, were there ideas that you had to scrap due to the inspections?
I don't know. It was probably some things we probably would have scrapped because like as we were going, they were like, hey, we need to do this. And I was like, next thing you know, it's like $200,000 more than you was going in the budget.
Okay.
So it's like, but overall, I think the money that we spent will pay for itself.
Oh.
Because it's like, if you walk in here, it definitely lets you know that we spent our money well.
Oh, yeah. So when did the city approach you all, or did you guys approach the city for that?
It was kind of like we were asking each other at the same time. Like, are you looking to get any bigger? You know what I'm saying? Are you looking to scale?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we need a property and we want to stay downtown because if we couldn't find anything downtown, we were going to have to pretty much move where we could find the property.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at this point we were too big for the space.
Yeah.
And it was just making it easier for us to make more money when you have more tables.
Yeah.
Because now people that come down here, they know that they can bring a group.
Yeah.
And you don't have to circle the block 15 times because the first hour in the parking deck is free.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we're attached to 1,300 parking
I might have
spaces.
just circled the block.
All right. He's the one parked in the handicap spot.
I got a reason. I got a little boot. It's in the car, but I got it. Well, now I know that we can definitely park over the next time. So, because like I told my wife that where our new location was, and she was like, "Do they got parking, like designated parking?" I was like, "It's street parking." She was like, "Nah."
No. It's a whole parking deck. If you keep coming down 4th, the very first turn on the right on the
Right, it's right.
Birmingham parking deck number 3, and all you have to do is go up to me about the 4th floor.
Yeah.
Because of the lower floors are assigned
Okay.
parking. So, but anything after that, if you get your first hour free. After that, you have to start paying.
Hey, well, y'all heard it here. Don't be like me. Don't park on the street and may or may not pay for that street parking. Next question. So, like you said, that at this point you are fully taking over, would you say? Or is it more of you are the boss of the dream, that's so to speak?
Well, it's like I'm really guiding everyone where I want to go. It's not really like a boss, because a boss is a person that doesn't even know how to do the jobs that you're telling people to do.
Amen.
I'm a leader because I literally clean the grease.
Yeah.
When we first started, I was the one cleaning the grease. It wasn't the other staff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times my staff actually digs me harder because they know I'll go in the dirt with them.
Yeah.
I ain't just saying, hey, go clean that dirt up.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, we got to clean this dirt up.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I think for a lot of people, that makes or break your relationship with your job and how you feel about showing up to work, because it's one thing to have a boss that explains how to do stuff and then leave you to it, but there's another thing, and like you said, having a leader step in and show you, I'm willing to get down and dirty with you. Hell, I'm even more willing to do more than you because my heart and soul is into this.
Right. Well, I mean, it's so the reality of it is this is my way of life. This is a paycheck for them.
Yeah.
So it's like this is my livelihood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we don't make any money, I don't make any money.
Yeah.
I still got to pay them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a different role when you're rowing.
And I've always been curious, what is that like, being at that level and knowing that essentially you are responsible for their livelihood too?
Right. I think it's kind of beautiful because I care about them enough to actually let them eat here every day. Every day they work, they get a free meal. I don't want you stealing my food. I don't want you, you know what I'm saying? If you're hungry, eat, because I don't want you to treat my customers bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all those things. I just want you to, if you're going to be happy to be here, be happily here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're having a bad day, I understand those happen because I've had plenty of them, but I had to eat them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different for me because I have to eat them.
Yeah.
But I'd rather you not be here than be a angry employee, because it kills the morale of everybody.
It does. My mom used to always tell me a bad mood is contagious.
Oh, yeah.
You can always spread it to the next closest person.
Yep. And in our old kitchen, that was like easy because we had a 90-foot kitchen, like 900-foot kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's like any attitude happened, everybody felt it.
Yeah.
Right here, it's like walk away.
Yeah.
You got enough room to walk away.
Space.
Yeah. Walk away and come back.
Yeah.
Because ticket number 10 need to come out.
Yeah, boy, ticket number 10, they still waiting.
Right,
the customers ain't stopped.
Right, they ain't stopped, and now I don't want them to now be unsatisfied because you have an attitude.
Right,
that had nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with that.
Because a lot of times people bring work home. I mean, bring home work. Yeah. Bring home to work.
Yeah.
And so that's why I understand attitude is going to happen, because sometimes your house ain't happy.
Yeah.
I can help you out. You need something to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but a good plater will turn that frown upside down real quick.
Every time.
That's tough. So with both locations being open simultaneously, do you feel like they both have their own identity now?
Yeah. Well, see, the other location is not going to be a Yo Mama's.
Okay.
It's going to be a whole other concept, and it's only open at night. It's from 5 to 9.
Completely new.
Yeah, completely new concept. It's called On a Bun, and it's like where everything is done on a bun.
That makes me happy.
Because everything on 2nd Avenue is kind of frou-frou.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like you almost got to put on a polo and some pants or some loafers.
You own.
I'm just trying to get it where people can just come in and have a good meal without having to worry about anything. Fries, onion rings, a fish sandwich, a chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying, a burger, turkey burger.
Yeah.
Just at night.
Jelly.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my customers are gluten-free and they don't have night options. Well, I'm going to see how big our brand is and see if we can open up a night location to see if we can still get some of those people that eat with us in the daytime to eat with us at night.
Especially because there's a lot of stuff to go on right there too at night too. That's the perfect look. That's so small.
And I have a couple of guys that own bars. I'm going to put some POS systems in their space because they don't serve food. So I'll be the food for their space without them having to have a kitchen.
Oh, you rocking it. Yeah. I'm loving it. Expand and spread them wings, because I think when you're a real hustler, when you figure out what you're good at, the first thing you need to start looking at once you've figured out how to get it going on its own is figure out how to expand. Right. And figure out other ways to make this thing I'm good at bring in more money.
Well, first you got to see, are you willing to do the more work?
Yeah, you go.
Because when you try to grow and you grow too quick, if you're not willing to put the work in yourself, your employees are going to treat you just like you treat your job. You know what I'm saying? If they see you half-ass on your business,
yeah,
they're going to be half-ass at work.
Yeah.
So it's like the top really does set the tone, especially in Black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Because if you don't set the tone, your employees will run and ruin your business. Because, again, it's just a check for them. It's livelihood for me.
Yeah. Have you run into those issues as being a Black-owned business? And, of course, I ain't going to say of course, but you're going to try to employ Black folks, of course. Have you run into the issue of, like, somebody not caring about your business as much as you do?
You do find employees that have moments of not caring.
Okay.
But when I was in the other location, it was easy for me to check the not care.
Yeah.
Because I saw the food that coming out. And if it's not food that I would eat or I would pay for, I know it's food that they want the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, would you pay for this?
Yeah.
If you won't pay for this, don't give it out.
Yeah.
Because, again, if they're unsatisfied, how can I pay you?
That's so big. That's so big. It's quality control. Understanding what come out of this kitchen need to be of the same quality. That's amazing.
Yeah, and 10 years of trying to do it is the hard part. You know what I'm saying? Because in those, the COVID was probably, I guess, the most learning that I did, because we had a lot of systems in place that we couldn't implement because we had too many people coming in the building.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do online ordering. So it was like but now after COVID, they wouldn't allow you to do anything. So I started online ordering, and my kitchen was able to learn how to handle the orders in their face plus the online orders at the same time.
Yeah.
When we moved to the new space, because the kitchen is so big.
Yes,
we had to add 2 robots to kind of help them out on efficiency.
Yeah.
One of the robots hands out all the to-go food. The other robot literally hands out the food to the people on the floor. But it's like I can put 8 plates on one robot instead of having 8
servers,
staff trying to bring out the food. So I just try to keep it efficient on staff, keep it efficient on walking.
Yeah.
And just make it be where it's also a family-friendly, like a robot is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's not going to be a kid that's going to come in here that's not going to be like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that was me. As soon as I hit the door, no. Did y'all name the robot?
Yes, we have Jeffrey and we have Rosie.
Wow, I knew it was Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Off the Butlers. It's Rosie.
Fresh Prince and
Rosie
off the Jetsons.
Yep. Oh, I knew it. Jeffrey was coming.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's a dope addition, and I also think that's a easy way to just bring people in the door.
Right.
Most places here in Birmingham, you ain't seen that. So you stop. I'm ordering this so I can holler at the robot. That's cool.
Right.
Was there a shift in how, like, was your staff okay with that coming in? Because in my mind, when you're inserting a robot into a place where there's been a human for so long, the first thing is like, okay, am I replaceable?
Well, I mean, in reality, everybody is replaceable.
That's very.
You know what I'm saying? It's, if you're not, but we weren't using the robots to replace people.
Okay.
We were using the robots to make things more efficient, so I wouldn't have to add more staff.
Got you.
Because just because I add staff doesn't mean they're coming to work. That robot coming to work. That robot get plugged in and they say, hey, I need to be charged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That robot don't complain. That robot don't cuss. That robot don't cost insurance. That robot don't, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole herd.
Back cussing is tough.
So it's a whole herd of stuff, you know what I'm saying? That it just makes it easier to adjust. So if somebody does call out, we don't have to necessarily see if we can find somebody to come in and fit their spot.
Yeah.
We just have to find ways to keep being efficient.
Yeah.
Both on money and food.
Okay. So do you buy locally as well for of course the groceries needed?
Yeah, I don't really do any of the the Cisco's.
Yeah.
I kind of use going to get the food as like a little workout.
I love it.
Because sometimes when you get lost in those ordering from those guys, they'll start sneaking in some money, start sneaking in a charge, and the next thing you know, the chicken that was $90 at Restaurant Depot is now $115 from them because they're bringing it to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got a van.
That part.
I can fill that thing up.
Yeah.
I can pay somebody $5, $10 to put this stuff in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like
no brainer.
Sometimes keeping your hands on those kind of things helps you not lose sight of cost.
Yeah. That's a very important thing. So with establishing a restaurant in Birmingham, what do you think, if somebody was looking to do this themselves, what do you think would be the first challenge that they're going to run into?
Pricing.
Okay.
Because some people like to put their prices based upon other people's prices and not based upon their costs.
Yeah.
Because if it costs me $100 to get this, I can't charge you 101 to get it. Because then I still had to pay somebody.
Yeah.
I still had to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really look at it at what somebody else is charging, because sometimes I could be selling wings at a decent price, but what if I lose $1 every time I sell wings?
Yeah. And
I'm losing $1.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not a 501c3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here for money.
Yeah.
So
that's
you got to know the cost, and that's going to be the location.
Okay.
If what you're serving is vegan, you can't. I mean, to be real, you can't almost be in a black neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because how many black vegans are there in Birmingham?
Like,
it's different in Atlanta because you have 6 million people.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, the census says there's only 275,000.
Yeah.
Of those, how many you think can actually first afford you, second eat you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just think of those things, and will the customers come where you're located? If the customers won't come where you're located, how are you going to get sold?
Yeah. Dang, that's so important, especially in Birmingham, because like you can go somewhere where the cost for your space may be low, but as far as location, if it's not walkable, if there's not a lot of places in the area that people are already in that area, it's gonna be very hard to start.
Right.
See what you're saying?
Our food is food already there. Is what you serve? Is the market saturated?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you putting your wing spot by 15 other wing places? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you already know if you already know where the desert is, find that and then just stomp your foot on that. Because somebody looking for wings wherever they're not.
Yeah.
You want to put something on 280. You know what I'm saying?
Need that.
Because out there, what you got is Baumhauer's.
Yeah.
And then
I live on 280.
What's that wings? What's the other wing spot?
It's Wings Are King, but it's far as hell. It's not even right on 280.
Oh yeah, because they did open one out there. I forgot about that. But I mean, even with that, is if you're not in a place where people will come and easily see you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of times 280, they'll sell you spaces and say, oh, 250,000 people come down this road all the time. But my sign turned to the street where they can't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter from over there. But again, right? Because what if your attraction is, what if the people that come are coming at 8:00 in the morning because they're going to the city,
right?
And they're not actually spending money in that spot.
Yeah. So
it doesn't matter if you come through. Do you come to that spot?
Ooh, not to come through, but to come to the spot. That's very important. Especially, I think. A lot of the time, too, foot traffic and word of mouth is really how you bring people into a good business.
Right.
And if you're not in the location, you ain't getting neither one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like where we were when we first started, all of the other places were kind of on a decline.
Yeah.
You had Rogue Tavern that was about to close. Yep. You had not Frothy Monkey, Urban Standard coffee shop. They were in the process of closing because COVID literally killed 55 restaurants in the Birmingham city limits, and that was both national and local. So it's like, how do you recover from that? But it's because most people were credit heavy.
Yeah.
Like if I sell alcohol and I run my business on credit, and for 2 months I don't sell any alcohol, but I used to sell $100,000 worth of alcohol, how do you make up that money?
You can't.
There's no way to make up that money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you find ways that people care about food enough?
Yeah.
But during COVID, I got a lot of new customers because the people that were working from home.
Don't do me like this.
Jugging on the job. But I got a lot of customers from that because they actually live downtown, but they were working from home.
Yeah.
Because during lunch, most of the people that live downtown are gone to their job. So they're not even my accessible customer.
Yeah.
But now that they were down here and they were actually looking for lunch, I got a lot of those.
So would you say that your volume increased in that way?
I would say, like, when it comes to customers, you almost need like 20,000 customers. It might be that one customer that comes in once a week. You have one customer that comes in once a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a whole herd of different customers, but you need about 20,000 of them. So by the time the year is up, you know what I'm saying, you were able to get some more because disposable income right now is really funny.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And people are spending money on what they want to spend it on. It's just you have to have the quality for them to want to spend it.
Yeah.
And then the service. You know what I'm saying? If I come in and I spent $50 and you treated me like I spent $10 or 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff has to match up. And when you come in, you don't feel like you got robbed.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. It's a lot of places. I'm not gonna say no places in Birmingham, but it's a few places you'll walk in there. I didn't spend a good grip and did we eat? Did we eat quality food? I didn't like my meal. Did you like your meal? And it's like everybody at the table didn't like their meal, but the check say we should have, you know?
Right.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. So when you have those situations, those are the people that usually don't have customers that come in again.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want the person that comes in for the first time to be the last time.
Yeah.
Because then where's your word of mouth? It's the first time coming, and I'm gonna tell everybody that was trash.
Yeah. That's
You know what I'm saying?
true.
So it's like, and they say when it comes to bad news, you'll tell 13 people. When it comes to good news, you won't tell anybody. So imagine if I would rather you not, like, until people start talking about me,
Yeah.
then they're like, oh yeah, I've been down to your mama's. Instead of like, I don't want them to be like, man, you been down to your mama's. That junk was trash.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's going to make people, you know what I'm saying, feel like, dang, I wanted to try them, but I don't know now.
Yeah. I didn't hear from like 3, 4.
Well, because I've had a couple of burgers at different spots that's just like, y'all cooked all the joy out of that one.
The juice and joy gone.
And if you know the name of that place, all the joy is gone.
I ain't saying no names. Next question. So, are there difficult parts of running this that people don't necessarily see or probably wouldn't even understand?
It depends on what you consider to be difficult.
For you?
I mean,
not for everybody.
For me, I've been managing people since I was 21.
Okay.
So it's like managing the people. I had to learn to manage myself first. If I couldn't manage my emotions, how can I manage someone else's?
Yeah.
So it's like after I learned to manage my emotions, like when you pissed me off, I didn't show I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you pissed me off.
You pissed me off, though. Yeah.
And they might be like, I'm going to get short with you.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to get rude with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the ups and downs of black-owned businesses, sometimes the customers come in looking to be mad, looking to be dissatisfied, looking to, like, how can you come into an establishment for the first time and look to be dissatisfied?
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Y'all run into that a lot, like, folks with them funky attitudes, and it kind of funk up the room.
Yeah.
That bothers me. When I was in there, I was in the old location on a Saturday, and this girl was making a big fuss about what she ordered versus what she paid for. Mm-hmm. And the way you handled it, I was just like, I would have been so freaking mad. And you was just like, okay, yeah, we can just change it. But I could tell she was giving you more attitude than was even necessary for the situation.
Well, I mean, the attitudes that come sometimes is because you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, but I mean, that's mismanaged emotions. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. Yes. All I can do is manage mine and hopefully get you to the next point. Sometimes I've had customers that's like, you know, you really don't care if they don't ever come back. Because every customer is not a good customer.
That's fair.
Every customer is not a good customer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I look for good customers and harbor them. You know what I'm saying? And then try to change the ones that try to be difficult into a good customer. Because sometimes bad customers hang in gangs. So if you're mad at me and you didn't enjoy your spot, you're probably going to tell all your friends, but all your friends probably act like you.
Yeah.
So, good reason.
You don't want them either.
You're right. Tell all your friends. Please tell all your friends.
Put it in the group chat before you leave. We'd appreciate it. That's hilarious. So, I want to touch on something that I saw that I thought was really cool, that you all were featured on the episode of Fresh Fried and Crispy on Netflix. Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was pretty cool because it was like during COVID was when we recorded. And there was a time where everything was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And you really I didn't want anybody in my mom's house, like in the physical house. So they were willing to do all the things that I asked of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a porta potty. They paid my neighbors to have their porta potty in the driveway.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, they went to the limit. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool to be on a national platform like that or an international platform.
Yeah.
Because the furthest person I've seen that saw that episode is the Philippines.
What?
I've had a customer that came in from the Philippines and said they saw our episode. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But we've also been on Cooking Channel with Cheap Eats.
Yep.
We've been on Very Local. We've been printed in Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, every Birmingham publication, pretty much.
Yeah.
We'll soon release an episode on This Is Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just try to keep. I'm the marketer.
Yeah.
I went to school for marketing at UAB,
Hey.
so I just try to find different platforms to get the customer that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Our niche is gluten free, so with that right there, we get customers that are going to keep coming because they don't want to fry food at home,
Yeah.
or they don't know how to.
Yeah.
So we just give them a safe place to be too.
Yeah.
Half of my staff is highly functioning autistics. I try to give that to a space so they can actually find a way to manage their own money.
Yeah.
Because those are the most willing to work.
Yeah.
Because they want to assist in living and they want to assist in their household.
Mm-hmm.
And by having a job and giving them a check, it gives them a sense of belonging.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that you can do that like won't make you feel good about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because not only are they highly functioning autistics, they're also Black.
Yeah.
I support 6 Black-owned businesses within my business.
I love that, by the way.
And it's like, who would? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we going to help each other grow if we don't do those type of things?
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to thank you again for even allowing us to come into this space because, and what I've learned through going around and talking to different people in the city is a lot of people with a huge, honestly, you guys are successful. And I don't look at myself as being successful just yet, but in my eyes, you're a giant. So to allow somebody like me who not necessarily feels small, but we have a small platform, we have a small amount of audience, but we're growing. Mm-hmm. So this means so much to me for you to even be willing, especially because like some people be like, okay, yeah, we'll do the episode, but you know, that's marketing. We're gonna have to get paid for that to be on the episode.
Oh, no. See, sometimes it's like, are you willing to give out information? Are you willing to help someone else in the midst of them actually growing up too? To help you grow, because even if your platform is brand new, you have customers that are probably on your platform that I have never touched.
That's fair.
So it's like I don't know who will touch when you see this, who will see it, who will come. It might be next year, but if I spread out how many times I'm seen, I increase the amount of times that I can be seen.
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't ever look at anybody based upon their scale.
Yeah.
You're Black and you're trying to make it, and I'm trying to help you.
I love that. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot. I recently quit my career of 11 years to do this full time.
Yeah, but that's where it starts. Like,
yeah,
if you're not scared, you're not doing the right thing.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah. So that means you're doing the right thing. Because if you don't have any fear, you don't have any anxiety, you don't know like how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like, think about it. My mom was not a trained chef.
Yeah.
She didn't go to school for it. She just cooked at the house a whole bunch of times. Anytime we had family functions, she was the one cooking.
Yeah.
And she said she wanted to do this. She spent her entire 401k after she worked 33 years. Imagine putting all the money you put in your 401k into a building and hope.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know if anybody was coming in the door.
That's a leap of faith right there.
So it's like you could have been retired and chilling with that money, but you put it into getting another job.
To putting it into starting over. I commend her for that because that takes a leap of faith and an amount of courage that not everyone has.
Right. And the funny thing is, you keep on saying faith. That was on the door. That was on the wall of the new place that we had, our old space.
Yeah.
It was called Faith Skate. So when she walked into the building, the pastor was preaching on faith, and she saw faith on the wall, and she's like, "This is space."
Yeah.
And we've been up from there.
He'll do it, won't he?
When he will.
Oh my God. Let me stop. I didn't turn it to who you thought I was with this iPad.
With the iPad, the preacher.
I will. One question I do have about the episode of that show on Netflix. How was shooting with the host? Because his name's Damien, correct?
Right.
So I've used to watch his videos. Yes, all the time. So when I seen it, I was like, what the world? Like my worlds collided when I seen that episode.
Yeah. Well, see, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was easy to work with because he, like you said with me, the personality, the energy,
Yep.
He already came. He had like a real crew. When I say a real crew, Netflix doesn't play when they invest in you. Like they had cameras upon camera guys. They had food that they went got. They had at least 7 sound guys. They had sound sticks, mics. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole production was there. They had them little Spider-Man looking ass cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the fact that they came to y'all backyard, like the part I love the most, I'm not gonna lie, is watching him sweat in that backyard. It's like, yeah, that's Alabama, baby. Yeah. And everybody here, we don't care nothing about that. Like, yeah, it's hot outside, but some going on that grill, some going in that fire, and we finna eat good.
Yeah,
like,
But yeah, he really did enjoy all the food. Like literally, it was no play. It was no paid for.
Yeah.
It was like they paid us.
Wow. What?
So like everything we cooked, they wrote us a check. Everything that we, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't. So it made it easier for us to do it.
Wow.
They actually broke a little piece of the porch that we were sitting on. They paid for it to get fixed. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm gonna show y'all this faucet in here. Y'all fucked up. Let me show you the bathroom that need to be. I mean, the towel used.
I know they had porta potties. There was no.
That's tough though. That's amazing. Like making it to a point of making it in that space where like somebody's even willing to do that. That's amazing. I pray for that moment right there.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
So, do you guys cater a lot? And if you do, how many events and what's been your favorite?
I mean, we probably my favorite event I ever did of all the times we catered was a 40th birthday party. The customer, if she sees this, she knows who she is. She had literally the best party. Like everybody dressed up in 90s gear. They did a whole little lip sync. Like wherever you dressed up as, they had a lip sync battle.
That's
and they were at Saturn.
Okay.
So they had a whole
just
stage
came from there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like it was pretty dope. She had her party inside Saturn, and they had the stage, they had the music, everybody that came up. I mean, it was really dope party.
Really dope. I didn't know Saturn did stuff like that. I know they had the venue and everything, but I didn't know they had an actual event and allow you to rent it like that.
Yeah.
To look at
everything in Birmingham was for sale for rent.
I never lied.
Yeah.
You really never lied. Dang, that's cool. So has there been any catering events you like, I'll never do this again?
It might not be who I did it for. It might be the food I did. Like I really don't like doing appetizers, anything on the stick. Don't kebab me. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, I can do because I mean, who wants to spend all that time putting it on the stick for them you to take it off the stick before you even start eating?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then on the kebab, like who really eats the vegetables?
Yeah, that is a waste.
I can give you a deconstructed kebab and you can build that shit yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Because it's easier for me to put a pan or something, a pan of this, and you can build the kebab.
And it sticks. It sticks, that's the marinade right there.
Because when you're dealing with kebabs, you got to soak the sticks for so many hours before you can even start.
Yeah,
But you know, I've done kebabs for nonprofits. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'll do them for that because to me, I'm giving to a bigger cause.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, and half the time, they probably give me all the stuff I need, and I just have to put in the time.
Yeah.
Like they gave me the chicken, they gave me the sticks, they gave me the seasoning. All I had to do was just, all I had to do is season, skewer.
Yeah.
So like that's the time I spent, and then fry. And then most of the time they'll have the fryer on site. They'll have the oil already in it. They'll tell me what to put it on. You know, But I've worked for I did a lot of good events. Connected or Art Connection. Mm-hmm. They have in the summertime, like they ask you to do stuff, and they literally have a team that'll pull all your stuff off your truck. They'll bring it to you. They'll put it up. They'll set it up. I mean, it's like, so it's easy to give in those situations because all I'm giving is time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the causes that I'm giving my time to is bigger than me.
Yeah.
And why not represent myself? Because 9 times out of 10, those causes are my customers too.
Yeah.
Because the people that come to those causes are my customer too. Because they have the wallet I'm looking for. It doesn't necessarily mean the color, because a lot of times in black-owned businesses, we get so obstructed with color that we're looking for a black customer. And it's like, I'm looking for a customer.
Yeah,
I don't care what color your green is. Like, actually, give me all your blue dollars.
I'm so long. We ain't got change either.
Oh, no, I got change. So we put it in the jar.
So while we're on the topic of other black businesses, is there a network of black business owners that's here that you associate yourself with?
I mean, it's not like a network.
Okay.
It's that I've been in the game for so long. I've met so many people because I fed them.
Okay.
A lot of them will come to me and just, you know what I'm saying, and eat, and then we'll end up, you know what I'm saying, oh, you own this, or they'll tell me, hey, I own blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I sometimes am more known than I know people. Because some people I might know by face, but I might not know by name.
Yeah.
And then some people will turn around and not know my name and call me your mama. And I'm like, no, that's my mama.
Yeah. Did that happen?
Oh, yeah. When we first opened, I could walk in the grocery store and somebody be like, yo, mama. Be like, not so much.
Local celebrity.
Right. I'd rather be rich than famous, though.
Oh, come on now. Any day, any day. I find myself learning and understanding that doing this podcast, if I'm gonna ever be successful, I have to be rich and famous for it to eventually happen.
Right.
Because like I'm on the camera, people staring at me, and I have to learn to be okay with that thought. Or something.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like you're ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. If you were hard on the eyes, good luck.
I've been told otherwise.
Are you a hat fisher?
Oh yeah, I'm bald. This is all I do is I look like a stick of deodorant under this hat. But like everybody know, I'm a bald daddy. I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with that. Shout out to Scooter, my homeboy. He the reason I lost my hair. I'm gonna bring that up every episode.
Okay. Well, because his hair, are you Scooter?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say his hair is long. He's off from you.
Man, my friend Scooter told me that peroxide will dye your hair that light brown color that everybody was doing. He didn't tell me though, like if you don't wash it out, it make your hair fall out. He didn't say that part. So like my hair started falling out. That's his fault. It's not my fault for not reading. I swear it's him.
I don't know about that one. How old were you when that happened?
Let's not talk about that. Next question.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's like yesterday. I was yesterday.
6 months ago. Well, it started 5 weeks ago when I first noticed. What's the bigger vision for your mamas? Like now that you're in this new location, is the vision to eventually expand? I know you talked about the second location becoming something else, but is there a vision to what's the word? A franchise, open more, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to franchising, it would have to be a company that's buy me out, let me keep this location, and y'all can run with it. I don't personally want to take Yo Mamas around the globe, but if I get somebody that's willing to invest and make it happen, oh yeah, we can definitely do it.
Okay.
But the other space, I kind of like Frank Stitt. Frank Stitt, he owns 3 different restaurants here in Birmingham, but they're all different. And they said the easiest way for him to keep his customers coming is because he could send them to each one of his restaurants. None of the same concept.
He got variety.
Yeah, so I think that's what me at night is really going to be, like a variety.
Yeah.
Of you can still kind of get Yo Mamas, but you're not getting a waffle. You're not getting chicken wings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it can't be done on a bun, I ain't doing it.
That's tough. I really like that concept a lot. I don't know if I said it.
Yeah.
But like that's a really dope concept. Yeah. I'm gonna be in there. Can I come on y'all opening night?
Yep.
Like the family and friends night?
Yep. See, I don't know about the family and friends night because them the people that want free food.
No. I figured the ticket was gonna cost to come in on that night. I pay for the ticket.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. No. I like to spend money with black businesses. It's a habit of mine.
Perfect.
But my thing is like I grew up in this city and my great grandfather loved everything about Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Like he eat, breathe Birmingham, whatever it is, he with it. So like this morning, for instance, when we link up on days that we have shoots in the afternoon, we try to go have breakfast. Mm-hmm. He ain't never been to Fife's before. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bro, Fife's is like a staple of Birmingham. Like if you know an old head for real, they gonna take you to Fife's at some point or another to eat breakfast. So like when we was in there, it was a group of old heads and they was all talking about current news and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, bro, this is crazy. I don't even have to check the news. And it's like, this is what it's like to be in somewhere that's like established in Birmingham. Like people come here. The people who come here are not like regulars. They family in here. You know what I mean? At that point. So it's beautiful to see something new, but yet I still get that feeling from being here. I feel like I'm supposed to show up here all the time and be like, all my homies gonna have lunch here all the time. I love that about being here so much. And about just the city in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're a resident of Birmingham, to me, if you don't support the businesses in there, you're not a citizen. You're a resident.
You're a resident. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like to be a citizen of where you are, be effective in your change in the 5 miles where you live. Mm-hmm. If I myself am effective in my 5 miles and you're effective in your 5 miles and the next person is effective in their 5 miles, we can change the city.
We can.
I myself can't change the city, but if everybody collectively tries to make a positive change within the 5 miles of where they live, there's nothing that Birmingham couldn't do.
That's so impactful. The reason why I find that so impactful is because the one episode we did, we talked about, does Birmingham have an identity when it comes to entertainment in the music scene? And the person I was interviewing said the same thing. It's about how we support each other. It's about how we, if my friend is doing this, if my friend is doing that, I'm supporting it in any way, in any fashion that looks like. So it's important that we give each other what we're looking to get when we want to do something ourselves.
Yeah, but I mean, if your music's trash, your music's trash.
Then this will stay on. I'll leave it there.
You can't make me like your music if it's trash. No different than if you ain't like my food, I can't make you like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't make you like it.
Don't you send something else on it, something else on the menu? You know, they got something else.
But I mean, like, again, you have those people that just come in, ain't looking to be happy.
Yeah.
They want to actually come out and say, "Brad, that was trash," or it's overtalked, or it's
overhyped.
Yeah, overhyped, and it's like.
Anyway, I can't stand folks like that. I ain't gonna go too deep in that, but I can't stand folks like that. So a couple conclusion questions that I got for you. The first question being, if you can put a song to hover right here, describing your journey with the restaurant and where you are right now, what would that song be?
Amen by Pastor Mike.
Right on. Oh, I love a quick answer too. Didn't you have to think about it?
Because it's like, for real, I could have not did this. I could have not been the person that God chose.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so freaking true. And the final question I got for you is, now that you sat here, you sat in the chair, you've experienced the interview, who do you think the next hustler should be there and should sit there, and why?
The next hustler, there are so many in Birmingham that are like really doing it. Have you ever talked to the dude from iPush?
I have not.
iPush magazine? Yeah, he's everywhere.
iPush magazine?
Yeah, he's between here in Birmingham and Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he was the first publication in Birmingham that actually like printed magazines but didn't charge for them.
Really?
So like when we first opened up, he gave us part of his magazine. Really? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's pushing every kind of way. You know Das Goodman?
I don't.
Okay, was it Rico Harris is his name.
Rico Harris.
The dude from iPush.
Okay.
He has a lot of insight on marketing, on magazines, on trying to make black people grow. He has his own platform, but sometimes when you mix platforms, y'all grow together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes by seeing somebody that's been in the game for a long time and talking to somebody and picking their brain, it may help you pick your brain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like to hear that. I appreciate that. Well, that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you again for giving me your time and honestly sitting down and giving me game. I've learned a lot through this interview, and I just really appreciate you for the person that you are.
You keep on giving me Papa vibes. End it with prayer or something.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this moment that you have bestowed upon us. We appreciate it, and we ask for more blessings as we continue to walk in your name. In your name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Peace, y'all.